Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. This is where we, cut through all the noise, look at the sources, and really pull out those insights that matter. Today, we're getting to something super practical, lifestyle shifts you can actually do for better health. We're basing this on some great stuff from a podcast episode, Golden Rules for a Healthier You, from Health Reboot. Small tweaks, big impact, our mission. Well, it's to unpack these golden rules. We won't just list them. We want to dig into the surprising bits, why they're relevant for you. Think of it as a shortcut to getting smart about everyday health.
Exactly. And what's great about the source is it's not about extreme diets or anything like that. It really focuses on the fundamentals, things that when you understand and actually apply them can make a really significant difference. So yeah, we're here to synthesize those key ideas, connect the dots for you.
Okay, let's unpack this first one. Rule number 1. It's something I think many of us struggle with. We really need to hear this. Cut down on sugar.
Oh, absolutely. It's so sneaky, isn't it? Sugar is hiding everywhere. The source points this out clearly. It's not just in the obvious stuff like soda. It's tucked away in sauces, breads, even snacks that look totally healthy on the packaging. And the problem isn't just empty calories. It's that constant up and down energy cycle, the mood swings, the long-term metabolic effects, and often we don't even realize that's the cause.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting and honestly kind of a relief. The source really gets the nuance. It's not saying quit sugar entirely. It's about being mindful, cutting back. They literally say even cutting your sugar in half makes a difference. That feels doable, right?
It is. It's very encouraging. And the key idea is, enjoy your dessert sometimes, mindfully. But the real win is stopping sugar from just sneaking into everything else during the day.
So practical tips then. How do we actually do that half reduction?
Well, the source really highlights the sugary drinks. That's often the easiest big win. Just swapping those out for water, maybe lemon water or plain coffee, that alone makes a huge dent in your daily intake. Coffee, perfect segue. That brings us to rule number 2. And this one might surprise some people, given all the mixed messages we hear. But here's where it gets really interesting. Coffee can actually be your friend.
It really can. In moderation, of course, and if you drink it smartly. The source explains it's packed with antioxidants, these things called chlorogenic acids.
Glycoxidants, right?
Yeah, they help protect your cells. Plus, coffee can genuinely boost focus and maybe even give your metabolism a little nudge.
Okay, but what about people sensitive to caffeine? Or, if it makes you anxious? Does the source touch on that? And crucially, how do we drink it smartly? How do we avoid just loading it up with sugar again?
That's a key point. The source is clear. Don't turn your coffee into a sugar bomb. No whipped cream, no syrups. Basically, not a milkshake.
All right.
For sensitivity, it doesn't go super deep, but the implication is maybe smaller amounts or perhaps trying half-calf. The main focus is on keeping it simple. Plain black, maybe a splash of milk, that's fine. It's about the coffee, not the extras. Makes sense. Keeps it tied to that sugar point. Okay, rule number 3. Go plant forward. And I like how the source clarifies this. It's not saying everyone needs to go vegan tomorrow. Just, more plants on your plate.
Exactly. It makes it much less daunting. They talked about specific things like legumes, whole grains, and especially those green leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, rocket, arugula, some call it.
Mm-hmm.
These are full of vitamins, sure, but also fiber and these phytonutrients. They feed your good gut bacteria, and we're learning more and more how much gut health impacts everything: immunity, brain function, heart health.
And there's that huge bonus mentioned too, cutting down on red and processed meat. The source says even a few meat-free days a week can lower inflammation and cholesterol. That's pretty compelling.
It really is. And it reinforces that idea of small steps. They even shared a story like someone trying meatless Mondays thinking they'd hate it, but actually feeling lighter, more energetic.
Yeah, I like it.
It makes it feel real, It's about adding more good stuff, which naturally crowds out some of the less helpful stuff.
Feeling lighter. That leads nicely into rule #4, move your body. Now, this one can feel like a big hurdle for some folks. And the source gets that, saying not everyone loves the gym.
Totally. And that's the beauty of how they frame it. The barrier to entry is low. They're talking just 20, 30 minutes a day. And it can be anything. A walk, some yoga, dancing around your living room. It all counts. Consistency over intensity, that's the message. Find something you actually enjoy.
And it's crucial to remember it's not just physical, is it? It's for your mind, too. That gets missed sometimes.
Absolutely. Connecting it to the bigger picture. The source really highlights the mental boosts. Better sleep, better mood, more energy.
Right.
Physical activity changes your brain chemistry, boosts endorphins, lowers stress hormones. It's fundamental to just feeling good overall.
Okay, and the final rule #5. This one feels so refreshing and realistic, I think.
Yeah.
Especially compared to all the pressure for health perfection. It's don't aim for perfect, aim for progress. So what does that really mean day to day?
Well, it tackles that all or nothing thinking head on, doesn't it? The kind that makes you give up after one slip up. The source is really clear. Perfection is impossible. It's normal to skip a workout sometimes or eat cake or forget your salad. And the core message is so liberating. Health is about what you do most of the time, not all the time. That takes so much pressure off.
It really does. And I love the concrete examples they give for just starting, like saying no to a second soda or just taking a quick 15-minute walk after lunch. Tiny things.
Exactly. They're small wins. They build momentum without feeling overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's about shifting your mindset, really, from rigid rules and fear of failure to self-compassion and just making consistent small efforts.
Yeah.
It's about being kind to yourself while still moving forward. Health becomes a journey, not some impossible test.
Okay, so let's quickly recap those golden rules we distilled from the source. 1, cut back on that sneaky sugar. 2, use coffee smartly, enjoy the benefits, skip the sugar bombs. 3, get more plants on your plate, especially greens, maybe try meat-free day or 2. 4, move your body daily, find something you like. 20-30 minutes is great for body and mind. And 5, maybe the most important, focus on progress, not perfection. Be kind to yourself.
That sums it up beautifully. The source really drives home that health is a long game. It's about those small, consistent adjustments adding up over time. No quick fixes.
So as you're listening, maybe think about which of these rules kind of clicks with you the most right now. Is there one small tweak, one little thing you could genuinely try starting today?
Yeah, and building on that, thinking about these really practical, doable rules, is that there may be an old belief you had about being healthy, something that felt too hard or too strict. Might this be a chance to, question that or reevaluate it for yourself?
Some great food for thought there. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope you feel a bit more empowered to make those small tweaks that can lead to a big impact.